Pisces, let's see what's going on. I'm going to start with this deck, and I want to make this quick disclaimer. I've been making it in every zodiac signs video. This is harsh truths, not necessarily where I'm going to be tearing you a new one or cussing you guys out or anything. This is just truths that you may need to hear that may be a little bit uncomfortable to hear, or even truths that you may know coming into this video, but maybe you needed some sort of confirmation or someone outside of yourself to say it. So understand the purpose of the video. I want to go ahead and get straight into it though, so we can see what comes up. And after we pull cards from here, we'll just keep pulling cards for different decks. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. What are the harsh truths they need to hear from their spirit guides at the moment? Okay, so we have self-esteem. Make sure you guys can see. We have doubt. And we have worry. Okay, so let's start here. So Spirit is drawing attention to how do you guys feel about self in terms of your personal ability to accomplish certain things. How has that been? Because some of you guys, in terms of your personal confidence, I mean, you know how to act as if you're confident. You know how to present yourself as being confident. But in many cases, you could be unsure about yourself in terms of your position, especially if certain questionable things have taken place over time. It's made you really question who you are and what you bring to the table. This card says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So like this card says, like, when you have a strong sense of self-esteem or a strong sense of being in tune with self, you know what you bring to the table, you know what you have to offer, you know what your position is. And some of you may have just kind of lost touch with what that is, and that could be affecting your self-esteem in moments where you don't feel as confident or as willing to take risks in a way to show what you have to offer. Some of you have really awesome gifts, whether that's being able to sing, being able to play instruments. You may be someone who's intuitive yourself, and maybe an awesome tarot reader. Whatever this talent may be, Spirit's saying, just in the grand scheme of what I'm seeing with this card, that it's time for you to get back in tune with that, because this is what's going to make you feel a lot better, especially if you've been more out of tune with self, not as confident as you would like to be. It's because you guys need to express these personal gifts that you have that you've been more so putting on the back burner because maybe you're not making $1 million from it yet. Or, you know, maybe you have people around you who don't believe in your dreams and your goals and your aspirations. But the most important thing is that you believe in self. And that brings me to the doubt card here. All these cards correlate so beautifully, which is interesting. This doubt card says, I release the need to know all the answers. So yeah, a lot of you personally, you're caught up in what the future looks like. What does the future look like in terms of this goal? If I do this, 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 and this, is this actually going to take me to where I want to be? And it's like, there's no need to question when you understand cause and effect, when you understand that you have control of what your future looks like, when you take control of the now, and then you make the future be a result of all the hard work that you put in the present day. And there's no need to doubt when you allow yourself to exist in the now. Now, I also have worry. It says, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Literally. So with worry being here, Spirit wants you to know the truth is, regardless of how much you think about a subject, how much anxiety you have about it, how much times you play a scenario back in your head over and over and over and over again. When it comes to the past, you can't change that. The only thing that you can do to change the past is rewrite the future. When it comes to things that you don't know the answers to and you worry about what the future may look like, again, if you grasp hold of the present day, then you can soften the blow with whatever this is. But this is the thing to understand, that worry is just a feeling or a vibration we stay on when we allow ourselves to replay things in our mind over and over and over again and obsess over the fact that we can't change an outcome or that we want to change an outcome. Now let's keep pulling cards because these cards got kind of deep for me. Pisces. And this is why I like the zodiac sign of Pisces, because I can always go deep with you guys. All right. All right, so we have the Keeper of Scales. This says, what does it say? Fairness and balance. So to me, this feels like the Justice card. And we also have the Desert Prince. It says survival from false promises. Excuse me. So Spirit is saying balance is trying to find you. Balance is essential in everything that you do. You have to understand the yin and yang in order to function. Okay, you can't think that there's always going to be positive without the negative. Even the most positive thing in the world has its negatives, and the most negative things in life has its positives. It's understanding the yin and yang. But also, like on a personal level, a lot of you do need to prioritize personal balance in terms of your lifestyle. Some of you guys could be living on the extremes of life. It's either you're completely vegan, you're completely eating healthy, you're on the right path, or it's you're completely off balance. You're eating a whole bunch of junk food, you're out of tune. So it's finding a balance that works for you personally, and also understanding that it's important to live a balanced life. Like I said, all aspects of life is not positive. It's unrealistic. It's not spiritual at all to believe that everything is perfect always, because life is a whole bunch of imperfections that make things perfect in the same instance. It's interesting. That's the beauty of life. But with the Desert King here, beyond that card, with this, you need to make sure that you're seeing beyond people's desire to encapsulate you in like illusions or disillusions, or even being encapsulated by disillusion ourselves personally. Okay, Pisces. Pisces is a very dreamy sign. It's a very spiritual sign. And sometimes it can get carried off as energy that gets, you know, confusing and whatnot. But this is making sure you don't let outside people throw you off and make false promises and constantly believe in those false promises in the same sentence. This is also not feeling like you need to act out of survival, like this card says. Some of you may be operating out of this, okay, well, I have to do this, 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 and this because I need to pay bills, you know, just hopping on anything because you feel like it's going to fix your situation temporarily, when you could dig a deeper hole for yourself out of acting out of survival. So let's keep pulling cards. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have the Six of Wands, the Seven of Wands. Okay, I'll take those two. We got the King of Swords and also the Five of Wands. So another message I'm hearing, a lot of you are making personal progress when it comes to your creative endeavors. What I will say is make sure you're not taking up temporary opportunities or listening to false promises. You could have certain individuals around you who are like, okay, well, let me, you know, offer you this and let me do this and let me do that, when you could be doing it by yourself, when you can accomplish bigger things on your own. And it's having faith in yourself, not letting doubt and worry create this situation where you feel like you have to do things that don't necessarily produce any results. So be careful of any contracts that randomly come your way, or even in the sense of love. Let's talk about that for a second. Some of you guys could be doubting that moving forward, dating someone new will be a better experience than an ex situation. And subconsciously, that could be what's happening. Where, you know, subconsciously, you could be thinking, okay, if I move on from this person, I'm just going to run into another situation that's just as bad or a lot worse. So let me stay in my comfort zone. Okay, a lot of times success is trying to find us, but because we're so defensive of what comes on the other side of that success, which may mean sacrifice, which may mean it not happening exactly the way we envisioned, it could be keeping you from this breakthrough. Okay, Spirit's saying you guys have somebody around you who's a liar and could be telling you and multiple other people things. And it's best to not get caught up in this individual, in their lies. And a lot of you already know who this person is. And the last message I see, Spirit is saying you guys may be letting certain things block your focus, your third eye chakra, your crown chakra. This looks like outside people, outside conflicts. This is knowing to pick your battles wisely. But I'm going to leave the energy here. I hope that this was helpful in some sense. If you did enjoy, definitely thumbs the video up and subscribe. If you want a personal with me as well, please feel free to check out my website. And I will see you later.